whiteboard is kind of where it all started. That just kind of goes on and on through the whole thing, and I've used this a lot before we ever even started shooting or editing. It's kind of based on our conversation about where are we in time here. It's in 1995 and 2002. I basically identified, who are the key characters, key moments in the story. Specifically, I created a column called Where's the Drama? In any documentary, it's like, of course there's the information that you're getting, but what's entertaining is dramatic, and what's dramatic is entertaining. Okay, so this is the list of, so we've got Perrin, she's gonna have some really good stuff kind of post Super Nintendo. I knew what I wanted to shoot, what I wanted to ask the interviewees, and then ultimately what we wanted to bring back for post-production.
That's what we got going on here.
We know what the story is, at least for the narration. We just got through making a cue sheet.
A capitalist dreamscape.
Great.
We all have our own personal history and journey and love that we have for Nintendo and all the characters. So we wanted to be very careful with the story.
I don't think people have seen something like this.
Yeah.
And people haven't really handled the subject matter of video games in a mature way.
Yeah, in a mature way, that's a good way to put it.
And treating it as it's serious, and that this actually affects people's lives.
Sometimes it's hard to get perspective when you're trying to tell a story. For me, honestly, that's one of the most important, parts of my childhood and of my adult life is working in and around the video game industry. So when we kind of set out to tell the story of the godfather company of the video game industry, which knew that we just wanted to strike the right tone.
When Jeremy first told me that he was looking at embarking down this Nintendo path, I was honestly really shocked. Anybody who's done documentary filmmaking knows or can know what a grueling process it is.
We can definitely try and get more, but we've got a good batch from them, and I know that a lot of that's already been worked in, but there's always more gems to mine.
Yeah. All of the dramatic moments of Nintendo's history, as I researched and kind of read all the books about their history, I thought there's a lot of stuff that happens that people aren't aware of. All I've ever known about Nintendo, just looking up video game history, is Mario, Miyamoto, Donkey Kong, but it's only part of the story. But can I make a little room here, or are you already done with these parts?
Yeah, let me...
I'll be working on an edit, and Jeremy will, still be doing research, and he'll be, trying to dig up archival or trying to find out new information.
Is any of this stuff on your archival list from assets we've gotten from people or from the CNNs of the world? Just trying to kind of make a checklist.
Nintendo went through several different iterations of what it was going to be from the outset.
And so I started it as a movie.
So even with that idea, we're having meetings and whiteboarding things and
sort of switched to documentary. Like, okay, can't do the narrative version unless we have big bucks. So how do we do this as a documentary?
Just kind of dreaming. What can we do? What's possible? What can we make happen?
I knew that if we went from a feature to a series, that meant way more time, way more money, way more resources. But I think we all kind of came to the decision, if we're going to tell this story well, we have to give it the time that it needs. A 90-minute feature became a 5-part series. So with a documentary series, dramatically, it's not real different than a narrative series in that you have to follow the same rules of storytelling, which is setups and payoffs, plot, characters. So in writing the script and planning out the sort of the chapter markers of where we're going in the story, that's what really informed it, was the characters. Finished. Whew.